on the go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, youth on the go. Oh, let's start the show. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I will learn new things. I will be creative. Grab your gears, let's gather around. An adventure is always waiting. There's storytelling news for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Oh, youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning to all of our radio listeners, our viewers via Von Radio's Facebook Live and YouTube channels. And welcome to another edition of Youth on the Go here on Von Radio, where every Saturday morning we bring you all things youth. We try to cover as many activities that are happening so that you, the parents, can know what's going on and what you can enroll your children in. And of course, my name is Zanella Claxton from the Department of Education, alongside my co-host,
DeAndre Daniel.
and we have a not-so guest with us this morning.
Kayla Claxton.
Kayla, of course, always takes an opportunity to dash on over to the studio when she can, and so we're going to have a good time this morning. We'll talk a bit about some of the things coming up, and I know that for many of our students we have exams happening as well, and so students are in exam preparation mode, or some of them are actually finishing up for the CXC-CSEC, so we'll touch on that for a little while as well. At the top of the show, I just want to let everyone know that the family book feud that was originally scheduled for this evening has been postponed until July 14th, 2019, and so we are encouraging all of you to still purchase your tickets. The tickets can be purchased at any of the schools. The competition will take place, as I said, on July 14th at NEPAC at 5:30 p.m. And we encourage all of you to come on out. We'll have some time over the course of the next few weeks to speak with some of the participants. The change in date was due to circumstances beyond our control, and so we want to once again apologize, but of course to encourage you to still go out with your school spirit, to share with everyone so that they can also be part of the family book feud. It's always a high electric, intense atmosphere because you get to, it's not just the students who are being tested, but the parents get tested as well. And we want to make sure that everybody's out there supporting both the parents and the students, and of course the school as a whole. We also want to take an opportunity at the top of the show to say congratulations to Latavia Powell for winning the My Healthy Kidneys jingle. For those of you who have been following, there was a competition for students hosted by the Ministry of Health. It was a continuation of the My Healthy Plate initiative and focused on the actions and activities that we have to take to safeguard our kidneys. And so some students were invited to enter, and Latavia Powell of St. James Primary won the competition. So congratulations to Latavia, congratulations to the St. James Primary School, and congratulations to her parents and family members who no doubt provided her with the support she needed to be able to win this competition. And so heartfelt congratulations to all of you. We also have the FCCA essay competition, and we want to encourage participation in that competition. Every year, the Florida Caribbean Cruise Association hosts its children's essay competition. And so the topic for this year is many cruise passengers use cruising as a way to sample different destinations. What impression does my country leave on these passengers, and how does it or should it attract them back as stayover guests? Many cruise passengers use cruising as a way to sample different destinations. What impression does my country leave on these passengers, and how does it or should it attract them as stayover guests? And we have a junior division for children under the age of 12, and then we have a senior division for children who are between the ages of 13 and 16. And you should not have passed your 16th birthday, or you shouldn't have gotten to your 17th birthday by September 26th if you're in the senior division, and if you're in the junior division, you shouldn't have gotten to your 13th birthday by September 26th, 2019. The essay should be about 500 words in length, and the essays need to be submitted to the schools, and each school will make sure that they share with you the deadline, but they have to get to the Ministry of Tourism by the first week in July, and so make sure that you work on your essay now. I know lots of things are going on, but work on your essay now so that you can get them submitted and your school can get your entry in to the Ministry of Tourism. They also have the FCCA poster competition. So there are two competitions running concurrently, hosted by the Florida Caribbean Cruise Association. The topic for the poster competition is Solutions for Ocean Pollution. And the same junior and senior division. For the junior division is for children under the age of 12. And you should not have gotten to your 13th birthday by July 1st, 2019. And then the senior division, 13 to 16, and you should not have gotten to your 17th birthday by July 1st, 2019. Your entries should be going in by next week so that your school can submit your entry by the second week in June. So once again, you have a lot of work to do over this week and the weekend, because these are very good competitions. I know over the years many students participate, and they're supported by the tourism educators who give them the opportunity to learn about tourism in different and fun ways at school. Just a few weeks ago, of course, we know this is Exposition Nevis, the month of celebrating tourism activities here in Nevis, and they would have done several activities. Some of them got to go to hotels and they learned hospitality immersion. They learned a bit about some of the things that go on at the hotel. Some got to tour Bandsgut. They did a village tour of Bandsgut about 2 weeks ago. We had the Heritage Day at the Nevision Heritage Village. So there are many activities hosted by the Ministry of Tourism in order to get our students engaged in what our tourism product is like, and of course with that knowledge it's easy for them to participate in either one of these competitions. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.
Sugar City St. Kitts, keep it sweet. Keep listening to Vaughn.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know we're gonna have a great time. An hour passes quickly, you don't wanna miss it. So turn up the radio, it's Youth on the Go. Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Let's go. I will learn new things. I will be creative. Grab your gears, let's gather around. An adventure is always waiting. There's storytelling news for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Let's go. Good morning to all of our radio listeners, our viewers via Vaughn Radio's Facebook
Live, and of course, YouTube channels. And welcome to another edition of Youth on the Go, where we just bring you the sunshine, we bring you the entire sun. And I have with me I didn't introduce myself. My name is Zanella Claxton from the Department of Education, and alongside my co-host,
DeAndre Daniel.
and we have with us in studio this morning as well.
Kayla Claxton.
Okay, and so I would have been going through some quick announcements just so that we are up to date with what is going on. I'm going to finish those off, and then we're going to have a talk about, of course, we're going to give DeAndre's highlight of the week. I know he has some kind of highlight because he always has a story, and he likes to share his activities and experiences. And then we'll kind of encourage students a bit in terms of staying focused towards the end of the school year to get the highest grades possible, to continue to do well and to succeed. And so we also have coming up, everybody knows that we have the test of standards coming up for the primary school students, and of course this high school students have their exams, the promotion exams happening. The CXC students have about a week or two left, and so they'll be wrapping up shortly, and we want to share with you the dates for the test of standard exams. Remember that only grades 4 and 6 take the test of standard exams, and so we will see language arts on June 11th, and that will be both AM and PM. Mathematics on June 13th. We'll have social studies on June 18th, and we'll have science and technology on June 19th. And both of those papers, the science and social studies papers, will be in the morning. And so for parents who are wondering what the dates are, your children might have already told you, but in case you weren't aware and you want to take note of those, language arts, June 11th, math, June 13th, social studies, June 18th, and science, June 19th. And then the students go from that straight into their classroom tests. So some of the students who will not be doing test of standards will definitely have to take their classroom exams, and as I said, the high school students will have to do their promotion exams as well. And so we want to encourage all students to continue to work very hard, because you've gotten this far, and we want to encourage you to make sure that you finish out the year with the greatest deal of success possible. And the final announcement is in relation to the Vision Board. The Vision Board party, which is being hosted next week, Saturday. We would have heard about it from Shalicia Glassford. She would have shared she came on twice, and she shared with much enthusiasm. She was excited. She was June enthused, because the Visionary Board party will be taking place on Saturday, and there are two time slots. There's the morning time slot for our students, and then there's the afternoon time slot for adults. And registration ends this Saturday, and so we want, like today, so we want to make sure, if you haven't registered yet, that you get on board, because registration ends today, Saturday. And it takes place at occasions. There'll be lots to eat and drink, lots of prizes, and the theme, dream big, set goals, take action. And Shelley, as I said, came on and encouraged us last week, and I want to say thank you to her for finishing out the broadcast as well. And she encouraged us to sign up, and she's been doing various drives around the island, talking to the students and encouraging them to set up, because sign up, because it's very important that everyone set goals, set dreams, so that they know what they're going to do for the rest of their time. All right, so DeAndre, how was your week?
It was kind of difficult.
A difficult week.
Yeah,
Okay.
with math.
Math.
So we did some like, I forgot what the math is called, but it's something in math that is kind of difficult, where you have to like fractions, and then you have to it's not like fractions and they turn it into a um a, when you know, I can't explain it, but it's kind of difficult, but I can't explain it.
All right. So, what did you do to get over your challenges? Because we know that in life we experience difficulties. Well, were you able to make it through the difficult week?
Stayed inside for break and just go over it all the time, and then ask teacher for questions, and then she'll answer my questions, and then I'll get them.
Okay. See, so even when you encounter difficulties, even when things get a bit more difficult, and sometimes you wonder, can I do this? This is challenging. There is a way. See, DeAndre just gave you some really good advice, which I think all of us can use. All right. So, what's the highlight for the week? Did you have any exciting projects this week?
Oh yeah, I got back. I did a test on Monday, the shit Monday, and I got back the test. I got back the test on Thursday. Today's Saturday, right? So yeah, I got it back on Thursday, and I got up there like 85%, and then I was really aiming for 90% because the last time I got 86.
Oh, okay.
So I got an 85, and then you know the space probe. I got.
Oh yes, the space probe.
Yeah, I got that back on Friday. I got 61.
Mm-hmm. What did you miss? Did she tell you what you missed?
Yeah, I forgot to add the 3 sources. That's one of the things I forgot to add. The 3 sources and another one I forgot.
What are the 3 sources?
It's like where you got the information from.
Oh, yes, giving credit to your sources. That's very important when you're doing assignments as well. So you have to make sure that you don't steal people's idea, that you don't plagiarize, that you make sure that you take everything that you got it from a source and you say exactly where it came from. That's important. And that's a good lesson to learn. It's a good lesson to learn now that you're young, because as you get older and you go into college, and you go out into the world of work, it's going to be important for you to make sure that you are quoting your sources.
But one of the things that was weird, like, I found it weird, you know, I came 3rd in the project thing. I came 3rd.
Oh, so you got, even though you missed 2 things.
I came 3rd.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you know we're not worried about what position was.
Yeah, I know.
We're more focused on how we could improve
Yeah.
on the assignments that you do.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you can come 3rd with a 61, and you don't want to come 3rd with a 61. You prefer to come 7th with an 85, because your grade is getting better and you're improving, and that should be your focus and not necessarily the position. Maybe it was a tough assignment.
Yeah, that's why I said it's weird, because like I came 3rd with a 61.
How did you get it to the 2 feet tall that you were trying to?
No, I got like you know the tiles, like the square of a tile. Yeah, I got it like that.
Okay, so maybe that's one. It's 1 foot in. Yeah, a tile is usually about 1.
Yeah, no,
foot.
that's good. It's supposed to be smaller than the 2 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it was less than 2 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good, and that means that you kind of checked off that, and then in terms of the height, you got it to be within where. Okay, so you look at what you do positively, and then of course you share.
I think I got so much homework to do now. I started it yesterday, but I have so much to do. Math, science, social studies, and health.
And you know, as I said, when you get towards the end of the year, you have to cover a lot of things that maybe you might have missed during the year. Your teachers want to make sure that you're prepared for the next level, and so you have a lot more going on, and you just have to remain focused. So what have you been doing to make sure that you remain focused, that you're paying attention, that you're studying, and all of that?
Reading a book. Yeah.
You guys do that where you get points for reading the book?
Oh,
right?
no, that already finished.
Oh, it finished?
Yeah,
Okay.
long, like back in March.
Okay.
But I got a book for my birthday, you know, the Diary of Wimpy Kid book.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
You love those.
I love those. Like, I have 8 of them now. There's 12 of them. I have 8. And the one that the person bought me, it was signed by the man who made it, you know, Jeff Kennedy. Yeah, he signed it.
Wow. So, DeAndre, we've been kind of... I've been waiting for you to tell me that your highlight of the week was your well, the highlight for you since we last came on the show was your birthday. Since you turned a teenager last week, and we had no idea what your day would be like. So I was waiting for you to come and tell me with all the enthusiasm what your day
you
was
said
like.
the week.
Yes, and I
So-
realized, he would have counted out Saturday.
Yeah.
But everybody wants to know
Okay.
what
So
your birthday was like.
I on the Friday or Thursday, I think on the Thursday, you see this? I lost it, and I couldn't find it, and I was so sad because my mom, you have buy something very expensive. Your parents like, oh my gosh, I spent so much money on that. So I went to I went home and then I went to sleep that night, and then I woke up in the morning with this small little gift box beside me, and then I looked in it and I saw this, and I was so happy because my mom told me, I told her that I couldn't find it, and I know something was up because I lost something once, and then she was so angry, and then now I
This
lost
time
it.
she wasn't.
She was like, okay, yeah, and I said, Mom, I really lost it. She's like, okay, just go in your room, and I kept telling her, she's like, no, trust me, just go in your room and have a seat, and then I woke up and I saw this, and I'm like, where did you find this? And she said, don't worry about it. I found it.
Oh my gosh.
She said it was in the house, and I thought I left it at school.
Cool.
I'm going to school. Do you see a bracelet? They're like, what's the bracelet look with my name on it? No one has seen it. They thought it was a crazy bracelet. I was going up and down. You see my bracelet? So, we started off the day with a nice breakfast. I got bacon, egg, and hot dog, and then that's when I came here, and then I did that 1 hour of my birthday session, and then I left, and then I went to the shop to get my hair cut, and then I went back home, and then we got ready to go to, was it lunch, I think? Was it lunch? Yeah, we got ready to go to lunch. We went to Rivera's house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we went there, and I got shrimp pasta. It was amazing. The second best shrimp pasta, or the first place, but it was amazing pasta. And then we went back home to get ready. No, we went to Four Seasons to pick up my friend, Ty, who goes on the boat with me. So we went back to Four Seasons to pick him up, and then we went home to get ready, and then we went to Golden Rock for a photo shoot. Yeah.
So
And
you're just all over the place.
yeah, we went Golden Rock for photo shoot, and then my sister came with me, and then I had friends there, but the real person wanted to take the pictures was my sister, so she came up there with me, and then we got some nice shots, and then was it your brother who did the photo shoot? Was your brother? Yeah, your brother did the. I forgot his name. What is his name?
Zarin.
Zan.
Zarin.
All of your names start with Zan. It's like Zanella, then Zan, then Zarin. Okay, so we left there at about 7, 8 around there, and then we went to Yatsman Grill for pizza, but it's not like a normal cheese or pepperoni pizza. You know, the seafood pizza with the creamy sauce, and they have lobster, and they have shrimp on it. That pizza was amazing, and then they got cake. No. They didn't have any cake, so they brought out ice cream with that thing, the thing that's stuck inside that you light.
Yes.
So we got that, and then, Freddie who drives the bus? He has a daughter that's the same, we're born on the same birthday. And it's a coincidence. It's like everywhere.
You ended up. You and she was there.
Yeah, because I went to Pizza Beach one time. I saw her there.
Oh, so every year you
and
end up
then
running into her.
I went to Lime Beach Bar, and I saw her there. And then now I came to Yatsman Girl. I saw her there, and I'm like, that's a coincidence.
Yes.
So we went home, and then I got the book. I got a new case for my headphone, and I got a wireless keyboard and a wireless mouse and a printer. I need a printer for school, but it's not like those Canon printers where you click the button, it's like touch screen, you push how much paper
Yes.
colors in it. It's like everything built in one. You have fax, you have copying, you have printing from the computer. So it was a great birthday, and I just slept the whole day. I woke up at 2:30 the next day. Yeah.
You were
2:30
beat.
in the afternoon.
You were beat.
Yeah.
That showed you had a good time.
Yeah.
If you, but then again, you had to go to every restaurant on the island, and
I missed breakfast, lunch. My favorite thing, lunch. I missed it.
and all you were doing was sleeping.
Yeah.
You know what that shows, Melissa? He's getting old. when you have to sleep in that long, it means you're getting old. But I'm glad that you enjoyed your birthday and that it was a fun experience for you, which is awesome. So,
Still waiting on one thing.
one more thing.
Yeah.
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 So,
Someone says that my voice would just go up.
you're still waiting on the voice?
Yes. Someone said, I asked someone when the voice, well, I asked my health teacher when the voice thing goes. She said it takes time, but you will notice because, not you, but your mother would notice because if you know if your voice is changing, you would notice yourself. But you're like, if your mother noticed, she said,
Yes.
like, she said that your voice would go up like in a high pitch and then 5 seconds later, or not 5 seconds, but it would like go up squeaky and then it would just drop deep. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna wait for that then. So she did. So I'm like, so should I just talk squeaky for now? She said no. It's gonna
Naturally.
yeah.
It's gonna happen naturally.
Don't fake it or talk squeaky and then drop because it's not gonna work. So I said, okay,
So you're just gonna let it go until it happens.
yeah.
That's a that's a good solution to it. I mean,
Yeah.
all students and persons who sing, they would realize as they go through puberty and as they go into their teenage years, their voices change. And sometimes I don't even think you would realize when your voice changes. Like she said, somebody would have to tell you that you sound different. And so on one day, the general public might just notice that, hey, who's that? Does she have a different guest? Well, and then that's when it's gonna come about. But don't worry about it. Don't think about it. I know it teased you at length for the last 2 weeks, but don't worry about it. Don't think about it because it's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen.
Because one time I went over by my cousin's house and I was saying, "Oh, how about you?" And he said something. I'm like, "Something happened to your voice." He said, "Oh, he dropped," and I'm like, so deep. And then I went by my, other friend's house, and then his voice dropped to him like, his voice was so squeaky, and it just went down. I'm like, okay. So I said, okay. So I'm just gonna wait on mine now. I had a youth yesterday, and then I told him that I'm finally a teenager. It's not like I
You're
was
there like a guest.
Yeah, like a guest, because I had to go to this camp, and I'm like, you have to be a teenager.
Teenager.
Well, now I'm a teenager, and then they're saying, DeAndre, you just make a teenager like a week ago. You're still young. There's nothing. I said, no.
Don't tell him take your glory.
That's
Don't-
what I told them. I said, no, I'm 13. That was last week. This is this week now. I'm old, so I'm not still young. I said, okay.
Okay. You stand up for yourself because you earned it.
Yes, it took 13 years to get to 13.
Okay, I'm done. On that note, we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.
When VON vibrates, the whole Caribbean must shake.
860 AM, the powerhouse.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know we're gonna have a great time. An hour passes quickly, you don't wanna miss it. So turn up the radio, it's Youth on the Go. Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Let's go. I will learn new things. I will be creative. Grab your gears, let's gather around. An adventure is always waiting. There's storytelling news for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Let's go.
Let's go. Good morning to all of our radio listeners, our viewers via Von Radio's Facebook Live and YouTube channels. I am Zanella Claxton from the Department of Youth, your host, Department of Education. I'm getting confused today. Your host for Youth on the Go, alongside my co-host,
DeAndre Daniel.
and with us in the studio today.
Kayla Claxton.
And before Kayla gets to share with us, we're going to go over to Melissa.
That's okay, Zanella. You're still at the Youth and Sports Department in spirit.
Everywhere.
That's fine, yes. It is now 9:35. We say a special good morning to Lee Paris Cambridge there in London, England. I found her on Instagram yesterday. She just signed up to Instagram. So good morning, Lee. Welcome to Instagram and happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. I know you're going to spread the word far and wide, even on Instagram, about the cancer situation, living with it, trying to cope with it and everything. And I know you are doing your best. So happy Saturday from all of us here at the Eastern Caribbean Powerhouse, from our good friends over there in Studio 2, Zanella and DeAndre, and now Kayla, and of course your extended family, Vanny, and the entire island, the whole of Davis. Yes, they want to say happy Saturday to you. DeAndre?
She needs to see how your expression, like.
I think she hears it through my voice when she listens. So she knows.
DeAndre wanted to get a camera in Studio 1.
In Studio 1? No. It's all about you guys on Saturdays. But DeAndre, I was trying to remember if my voice changed when I
don't know if
do girls.
I don't know.
Maybe it goes from squeaky to
A little less squeaky?
Maybe.
No, the teachers say that everybody's voice changed, but the girls just like there should be the girls and the boys, and there should be the boys and like the girls just come out.
A little bit,
yeah.
yeah.
So maybe we don't
It's not
really
as
notice
drastic.
it as girls
Yeah.
when it does, but you guys would more notice the boys.
Because
Okay.
it would be such a big change.
Yeah, because like for how you're speaking now, your voice is like squeakier than back then. Than how you're
And it was probably a little higher back then
Yeah.
than it is now.
say, like back then you could just crack this glass. And then,
It was not that bad.
No. And girls, I don't know if girls' voices are ever really high pitched. I mean, some persons have a naturally high pitched voice, but as I said, maybe we don't listen to it because the change isn't as drastic, so you don't pay attention to it.
Probably.
All right, so we're going to take a moment and take some time out for the little kids in a little bit, so that Kayla can share with them and give us a preview of what's to come next week. When we did the announcements, we did not share, and we have to do that now. We did not share the fact that next week Saturday starts Child Month, and so we have Child Month activities starting on, the launch of Child Month is on Friday, since it's the last working day before Child Month actually starts. So we'll have the launch on the 31st with the Junior Minister's address. We'll also have the children, Melissa, for the month of June, and DeAndre and Kayla, they get to come into the studio. So we get preschoolers. We're going to have nursery rhymes and singing and clapping, and they'll get to share a bit about what they're learning at school. For those of you who have really, really young children, we're going to also get little snack packs to give away if they can do one of the things that are going on, just to get everybody kind of into Child Month and excited about it. And we want everybody to be at all of the activities. So for the entire month of June, every Saturday, we'll have the children and their teachers in the studio to share with us in terms of what they do at their schools, and even if it's just to sing your ABCs, we'll be excited about that because it means that you're accomplishing something at your level. And then on the 2nd, next Sunday, we have the combined church service, and so we're inviting everybody out to the Child Month combined church service at the Gingerland Methodist Church. It's at 4 p.m. It's a special service just for the children, and so we want everyone to come out to support them. It doesn't make sense for the children to come and their parents to come, and we don't get the community rallying around our children. We are celebrating 35 years of the Child Month March and Child Month celebrations, and so we want anybody who's 35 and younger, definitely you would have been part of Child Month. Those who are about 38-ish, you should be, you might have been a part of Child Month. So all of you have some stake in Child Month, whether you have a child or you have a child who has gone through Child Month, or you were a participant yourself. And then, so we would like to see you at the Gingerland Methodist Church on the 2nd of June at 4 p.m. The junior minister, Honorable Troy Liburd, will be visiting several of the schools, all of the preschools, to share in story time with the students between the 3rd and 20th of June. We'll also have a series of parent sensitization workshops. The first one will take place on June 4th at the Pond Hill Community Center. And for those parents out there who have so many questions, and teachers and persons in general who have so many questions about the developmental milestone checklist, the checklist we use to say how the children are doing in preschool, and as well as the high school curriculum that we use as the basis on which we teach the students at the preschool level. The parent sensitization workshops will focus on those two elements. And so I know many of you have met us on the street asking, well, how do you go about teaching, or what do they learn at preschool, and I don't understand what's going on. They don't do a lot of sit down and listening work. They do a lot of interaction and activity and playing, and I don't know if they're learning anything. The high scope curriculum and the checklist will be the focus for the parent sensitization workshop, the first of which, as I said, is June 4th at 4:30 p.m. And then we have Dancing with the Stars. The children will have a nice little dance concert on the 5th of June at 5 p.m. And we know we want you to go out there and support the little ones as they dance at the Nevis Cultural Complex. And then on the 7th, we have the much-awaited, long-awaited, everybody anticipates the Child Month Parade. And so the 7th of June at 9 a.m., we'll have the march from the cinema to ETW. On the 8th, they'll be back here on Youth on the Go. On the 11th, the Charlestown Zone, 4:30 p.m. at St. Paul's Anglican Church, the same sensitization workshop for parents. Then June 13th, we have the Prince and Princess show. So these students the preschoolers will all represent a virtue, love, peace, hope. And each preschool on the island will have 2 participants, one prince and one princess. And so we're encouraging everyone to come out and support the students in this endeavor as well. For them back on the 15th of June right here in the studio, the 18th, the parent sensitization workshop, St. Thomas's zone, and it will take place at the Jessups Community Center. And then on the 21st, there's a takeaway luncheon at the Nevis Red Cross headquarters. That starts at 11:30 a.m. On June 22nd, they're back here on Youth on the Go. In the evening, we will show a bit of appreciation and love to the early childhood workers. And so we will go off to that activity. On June 27th, we'll have the Children Appreciation Day. And on June 28th, we'll have the Child Month Parade in St. Kitts. And then to culminate, they'll end off right here in studio with us on June 29th with Youth on the Go. So we have an exciting and packed Child Month calendar. I know Kayla and DeAndre, you would remember your days of marching, and if you didn't remember, if you don't remember, I know your parents have the pictures to prove it, that you would have marched. All parents look forward to it. And so we encourage as many persons to support the students, to support the children as much as possible. All right, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, Kayla is going to share something for the little ones.
From Queen City, Nevis, this is the powerhouse of the Eastern Caribbean, Vaughn Radio.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know we're gonna have a great time. And now we're past this quickly, you don't wanna miss it. So turn up the radio, it's Youth on the Go. Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Let's go. I will learn new things. I will be creative. Grab your gears, let's gather around. An adventure is always waiting. There's storytelling news for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning to all of our radio listeners, our viewers via Von Radio's Facebook Live and YouTube channels. And welcome to another edition of Youth on the Go here on Von Radio. Every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. we try to give you a little bit of everything that will help to stimulate and provide opportunities and share opportunities for our students, our children, our young people out there in the listening audience. I am Zanella Claxton from the Department of Education. Got it right that time. Alongside my co-host. And we have in studio with us
Kayla Claxton.
And we said that next week starts Child Month. Kayla has a story for the little ones that she's going to share. And so we want you to lock in, listen in, so that you can follow that story.
The Little Blue Digger and the Strongest Truck. The little Blue and the team were enjoying a well-earned break. They had been working hard all morning repairing an old road. Suddenly, a deep rumble interrupted their peace and quiet. A big black steamroller was heading towards them. "My name's Heavy Black. I'm here to flatten the road," boomed the new arrival. "By the way, I'm the strongest truck in Builderstown." Strong Green didn't like that, actually. She said, "I'm the strongest truck in Builderstown." This wasn't a good start to the afternoon. They argued as they worked. "My job is harder than yours," said Heavy Black. "No, my job is definitely the hardest," replied Strong Green. The other trucks grew tired of the bickering. Then Little Blue had an idea. He quietly explained his plan to the others. "Okay," Big Yellow called out. "Heavy Black and Strong Green, time to switch jobs." "Well, this will be easy," said Heavy Black as he rumbled towards a mound of gravel. But his heavy roller was not made for pushing. Soon gravel was flying everywhere. Zing, ping! And when Strong Green tried to flatten the road, her sharp blade made nasty holes and then got stuck. Tall Orange and Wide Red tried not to giggle as they pulled the embarrassed pair free. Then the plan had worked perfectly. "Wow, your job is hard," said Strong Green. "So is yours," said Heavy Black. They started to laugh. Moments later, the new friends were working side by side to clean up the mess that they had made. And for the rest of the day, everyone stuck to the jobs they did best. Well, almost everyone. The end.
Awesome. Good job. So this book was about a truck or some trucks. And so you have different stories. This one was good for boys and of course girls too, because I know that there are girls who like trucks. And so we want to thank you, Kayla, for reading the story for us. And as I said, next week and in the upcoming weeks we'll have some more stories. We'll focus predominantly mostly on the early childhood. Early childhood goes up to age 8. And so if we could get persons interacting with us and singing along and joining in with us during the course of Child Month, that will be awesome. Also, we have a prize giveaway from the Vision Board Party. We have a ticket to give away for the teens, and we want to give it away before the end of the show. Remember, today's the deadline for registration. We have one ticket for a teenager, and the question is, name the 3 speakers from the last teen party session, the Vision Board Party, which was held previously in January. Name the 3 speakers from that Vision Board Party. I know there's somebody out there who would know the answer. All we need to know from a teenager is the the names of the three speakers who presented to the teenagers at the last Vision Board party. Before I forget, also, next weekend is so packed. We have 2 Vision Board parties, and then in the evening, we go straight to the Positivity concert, which is being hosted by the Department of Community Development. I don't know if you heard about it, but we have a big gospel explosion coming up. We have DJ Nicholas out of Jamaica. We have Positive out of Trinidad and Tobago. And then we'll have a competition with some young artists in Nevis, some young singers. We have Lavine Hutchinson, Vinell Powell, Sinovia Vaughn, Zenzeli Kelly, Eliasel Ramirez, Erleon David, Devon Cornelius, LaShawn Smithen, and they will all be on the stage at the Cultural Village at 7 p.m. on June 1st. So we go from Vision Board Party to Vision Board Party to the Positivity Gospel Explosion concert at the Nevis Cultural Village. I want to make sure that you know that admission is not free. Admission costs $35 for adults, and high school students pay $15, and children under the age of 12, you pay $10. However, this is nothing to pay for the excitement that you'll get. There will be a song competition. There will also be a dance competition. And of course, you will get the guest artists who are coming in from Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago. I think that's a lot to take in for a small cost, and so I want to encourage you to go on down to the Department of Community Development in Charlestown and purchase your tickets before it's too late. And so you have the deadline for the Vision Board party, which is today. You have the Positivity Gospel Explosion concert hosted by the Department of Community Development, and that's happening next week right after the Vision Board party. And so, as I said, there are many things that are happening, and we want to encourage you to make sure that you're on board with all of them. I'm seeing that we're not getting any callers, and we really want to give away a teen ticket, so I'm going to toss out that question. Maybe it's too hard. I'm going to give a very easy question for a teenager to attend the Vision Board party. The question is, where was the last Vision Board party held? Where was the last Vision Board party held? I think that one is pretty easy, and so we're looking forward to hearing. It was held in January. That's your hint. And Shelley Sear would have spoken extensively about it over the last few weeks. There were 2 times she came on air, and so she wants to know, for a ticket, complimentary ticket to the Vision Board party for a teenager, where was the last Vision Board party held? DeAndre, do you know what a Vision Board party is by now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because I think that we would have gone over it and over it and over it. And I know somebody out there knows where the last one was held, because she would have said it several times.
I think everybody knows who went there. So
yeah, those who went know, and then those who are on Facebook, they know, and those who are listening to, who are listening in, you know as well. And I think she takes from grade 6. So if you have a 6th grader out there who knows where the Vision Board party was held last time, we're going to give away that ticket to you. Just call in. You have 5 minutes or about 3 minutes to call in and tell us where the last Vision Board party was held. You get to go to this month's Vision Board party held, which will be held right here on Nevis at occasions, and you get to go for free. Phone number 469-1616, 469-1700. Call us, share with us, and we will share with you, because you will be able to walk away with a ticket to the Vision Board party. Also, just by way of reminder or encouragement for our students, as I said, it's going to get a bit more. It's getting a bit more. You have to get a bit more focused around this time of year. You have several end-of-year examinations and comprehensive examinations, and so we want to encourage you to keep studying. Maybe we can give them, each of us can give them one tip of how they can study or to improve their grades. Anybody has a tip to give to students? One tip that you could give to them that can improve your ability to study, to improve your grades, something that they can do to do better. Any tips? DeAndre, have a tip?
Don't start studying when, like, if the test is on Monday, don't start studying the Sunday. Start studying like the week before, 2 weeks after, or just keep studying. Like, because teacher could just come and say, okay, pop quiz, and you already studied, so you know what you're gonna do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good piece of advice. And DeAndre, you said don't start studying the Sunday night. Some people start studying the Monday morning for the test on the Monday morning, and that means that you're going to fail. I mean, there's a good chance that you're going to fail or not do as well as you can.
Yeah.
But if you start, like you said, 2 weeks in advance, a week in advance, or you just keep doing it throughout, that would be good. Kayla, do you have any advice? No advice?
Because, like, if you start studying Monday morning, you'll be like, okay, I know this answer. Somebody asks you it, you know the answer. Test come with the paper right there, your city question. I forgot it.
But you know that's not really studying. It's called, there's a word that begins
I
with
forgot
C,
the word, yeah.
cramming. You cram all the
pushing everything in
information
there.
into your head last minute, and then sometimes you go there and you're looking at the paper and there's nothing. And it's because it comes down to lack of preparation. DeAndre, I really want somebody to win this ticket to the Vision Board party. I know there's somebody out there who can tell us where the last party was held. Someone who has been listening in, someone who has been following, a parent who knows that your children need to get on board learning about setting their goals, and you want them to participate in a positive activity. We're giving away a ticket this morning, and we want you to tell us where the last Vision Board party was held. It's a teenage edition, so we're looking for preteen, grade 6, up to, of course, 17-ish. And so somebody out there should know where the last Vision Board party was held.
Just call us at 469-1616. Yeah.
Or 469-1700. All right. So we are going to have to wrap up, DeAndre. I guess everybody's going to walk away and nobody is going to get that great opportunity. But I want to commend and thank Ms. Glassford for sharing the ticket and for giving us the opportunity to share with the students who have the option of attending the Vision Board party. Maybe they'll try to get in after we're offline, but off air. But we want to say thank you to her and commendations as well. Okay. We are going to let you know that the last Vision Board party was held where? No wonder. Where was the last one held? On which island?
St. Kitts.
In St. Kitts.
That's the answer?
That's the answer.
Oh, I thought you meant like where
The venue,
in St. Kitts. Yeah, I thought you
Okay,
meant
so
that.
even if it's that, remember she talked about the fact that she worked at Hyatt Hotel, and that's where they had the last party in St. Kitts.
So
it was
at Park Hyatt?
It was Park Hyatt, yes. Yes, so
Oh, that's what she was up here talking like, oh, we're getting all the gifts in Park Hyatt.
Yes,
And we were there
yes.
at Park Hyatt.
yes. So the last one was held at Park Hyatt in St. Kitts, and the featured speakers, for the teens were Mrs. Sonia Body Thompson, Leanna Cassius, and Janelle Boone.
So, like, how I know where it was? Or do I get to take it off?
No, because the whole public now knows where it was. All right. Okay.
I have some last minute advice. I don't know if it's really advice, but do not cheat.
Okay, that's good advice. Don't cheat when you're taking a test. Make sure you don't cheat, that you're being honest and fair. And on that note, do not cheat. We're going to come back next week with a treat when we bring the preschoolers in. Until then, have a wonderful week.